That's right, a walk to fight arthritis. So coming up next on BT, we're going to learn a little bit about arthritis and how losing just 10 pounds can help minimize your risk for the condition. Stay with us. You're watching BT. Yeah, that's right. Thanks very much, guys. The Walk to Fight Arthritis is happening on Sunday, so we thought we'd try to learn a little bit more about arthritis. Now, doctor, you told us that 10 pounds can make a huge difference today. How's that so?
Well, if you're overweight and you lose 10 pounds, you drastically reduce the need for knee replacement in the future.
Okay, so that's good to know, people that are been needing that extra incentive. But let's backtrack a bit. What exactly is arthritis?
Well, there are about 100 different types of arthritis. The majority happen to people under the age of 65.
That's surprising because everyone thinks it's an older person's disease.
That's right. Everyone says my grandma has it, but in fact, it may be your coworker or your kids might have it.
So what does it look like for people that want to know?
In this model here, this is an example of the most common type of osteoarthritis, or knee arthritis, or knee osteoarthritis. So this would be a normal knee with nice smooth cartilage in blue, and as it gets worse along these models, the cartilage gets thinner, and you could see the bone underneath, and that starts rubbing. Of course, that would cause pain. Extra bone here can form. We call those osteophytes, and really by the time it gets to a stage like this, you're walking about a block, maybe a flight of stairs, and you need this replaced, where they will take out this part.
So that's the main treatment for that kind of arthritis then?
It's the last stage, which is knee replacement. But if you're back here or here and you need to prevent the need for knee replacement, again, that's the exercise. Keep the muscles around the knee stronger, so it protects the knee, weight loss, and perhaps some new treatments in the near future.
Well, so much information just to touch on it right now. For more details on arthritis, some of the treatment options, and perhaps some of the signs, you can go to the website. And please do come and walk to fight arthritis on Sunday, happening at 10 o'clock. Registration right up until the day. You can, of course, register online and donate as well. Jody and Riaz will be here all morning long learning more about arthritis and some of its options for relieving some of the pain and treatment as well. Definitely the Walk to Fight Arthritis, and Motion is Lotion coming up next on Breakfast Television. We've got exercises that you can do this morning to help manage your arthritis and your health. Stay with us. You're watching BT. Right, Walk to Fight Arthritis is happening this Sunday. So we've been learning a little bit about arthritis, and I guess at this point, Cheryl, we want to know how we can kind of manage some of the pain, and this can happen for everybody, but especially people that have arthritis, right?
That's correct.
So how does it affect you every single day?
Well, some mornings are better than other mornings, but some mornings you can get up and you can barely get out of the bed.
Okay.
So in order to get moving and lubricate your joints, I do some of these exercises.
So show us one that we can do right now.
Well, starting with our head, and you can go to the left and then to the right, just gentle stretching.
That, because I wouldn't have thought you could have arthritis in your neck.
You do. I have arthritis in my neck, so therefore I do it very gently, and my range of motion in my neck is a bit limited, so I wouldn't do the ones you can do forward as well and backwards.
What about hands? A lot of people have problems with their hands.
Yes. So we do this, the finger tucks, and then we do some circles.
And that would help everybody, right?
Yes.
Because it's really important to keep moving to keep those joints lubricated.
Very much so.
Now you have a prop for this next one.
Oh, yes. Okay, for some gentle stretches, right? You go up, above, as high as you can go. To the left, stretch.
And this is all about self-management. Again, Motion is Lotion. By the way, there are several exercises on the website. I've got kind of a list of them right here, Mateo. We can show everyone at home. But for full details on the types of exercises for self-management, you can go to their website. Again, the Walk to Fight Arthritis is happening on Sunday. And let's go do our leg ones, because I think this would be a good workout just to get people going, a warm-up, right, Cheryl? For more details, again, go to their website. I recommend don't doing this in heels. But again, Motion is Lotion, guys. More details on the walk registration right up until the day. Just making a few copies, making copies. No, we are talking about arthritis in the workplace. And if work is a pain in your neck, we'll tell you what, we've got some relief coming up next on BT. Stay with us. Thanks very much, guys. We're talking about living well with arthritis and working well with arthritis, but I just want to comment on a Facebook post from Al Dawson. Wanted to know if we could touch on AS. Is there new information and or medications? You know what? If you go to the website that's coming up on your screen throughout the morning, there are a ton of resources, including information about what you're asking about, Al. So thanks for sending that in. But we are, Joan, trying to live well with arthritis and work well as well. So what can we do to start off with?
What I want to suggest to everybody is a posture check. That's great. You can do this throughout the day because we tend to be all hunched forward throughout the day. So what I want you to do is put your hand on your chest, take a deep breath in so your chest comes way up, and what naturally happens is your shoulders come down, your chin comes in, and you're in good alignment. So plus you look taller and thinner, which is always a big bonus.
Exactly. Now let's take it to the workplace. And this is good for anyone, even if you don't have arthritis.
Exactly, because we tend to be hunched over our workstations throughout the day, and what we want to be attending to is our posture while we're working, particularly on the computer. So you want to make sure that you have a chair that's easily adjustable, good back support so that you're well supported, the chair fits you, really important. You want to think about the distance from the screen, from your monitor. It's about 30 inches. You want to be looking straight at your monitor, not up or down, so you're not putting your neck at risk. You want to be in neutral position.
And then your feet. I was surprised with the feet.
Well, you know what? You always want to think about 90 degrees at hip and knee. You're better supported. You have more, it's more comfortable too throughout the day to have better support. You don't get as tired, and you're not putting your joints at risk. They're not, your feet aren't hanging off the edge of your chair, or you're not tipped up.
And these are things that you can buy, obviously, little props, but you can also put an Apple box on the bottom.
Absolutely.
You can lift up your screen with a box. There's so many other little tricks.
Things. You don't have to spend a fortune.
And get up and walk around every so often. Some great tips again. If you want to support a walk to fight arthritis, why don't you register? It's going to be a beautiful day. It's a 1 or 5K, Jody and Riaz. People can, of course, donate anytime. But again, go to the website for anyone out there that wants more detailed information about medications, treatments, and some great resources on the website. That's right, and you are going to be participating in that day as well as myself. I'll be emceeing the front end, and Michelle will also be at the walk to fight arthritis at the tail end of the walk. And Nancy, we teased it up. We're not actually going to be playing football, but people can be a quarterback, right?
That's absolutely true. So arthritis is a very complex condition. There's over 100 different types of arthritis. It requires a rheumatologist, a GP, a nurse, a physiotherapist, a pharmacist. But the key to that team is the patient, is the person living with arthritis. And the Arthritis Society is really here to give people the tools to learn about self-management, to be the quarterback of their team.
So basically, people can come and access these resources for free.
Absolutely, free of charge. We're down here at the corner of 10th and Laurel. We've got an arthritis resource center here. We have an information line in the website. A ton of different ways that people can get in contact with us and learn about arthritis, learn about the type of arthritis that they have, and learn about the treatments that are available to them.
Fantastic. Now let's talk a little bit about the walk. This is the fourth annual Walk to Fight Arthritis. We're going to be down at the Olympic Village on Sunday morning. Registration opens at 8:30 and the walk starts at 10. We're going to have a 1K and a 5K walk, we're inviting young at heart. We're going to have face painting. We're going to have bouncy castles. Bring your four-legged friends. We want to see the dogs out there. Dogs get arthritis too. It's really about a family affair, but raising awareness about arthritis. And one of the things that we've learned is it's not necessarily an older person's disease. There will be lots of children there that themselves are probably suffering from it.
That's absolutely true. Arthritis is a chronic condition within children, and we want to invite entire families to come out. Whether you're 2 or 92, come out on Sunday and have a great time.
And the weather is going to be perfect. By the way, if you aren't able to participate in the walk, you can donate anytime, but it's nice to donate just in time to the walk to fight arthritis. Jody and Riaz, we will see you there on Sunday, so we hope to see some of our viewers out there.